An example is the house I'm sitting in right now. We picked up this house at auction for $60,000. It was like 61,000. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. We converted it to a 4-2 and it had a swimming pool in the back also. It was already there. Took us some money to rehab the swimming pool more than I wanted. But we bought it for 60. We were all in on the rehab, including the pool, at about 95. So that put us all in at about 155. And then we had some holding costs. We couldn't touch it for 6 months, right? So I had to board it up. I did have to get insurance on it, builder's risk insurance. And then, of course, I paid to keep the lights and the water on. So I had about $5,000 in holding costs there. So we were about 160 all in. Right now, the house appraises at about 230.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros podcast. I'm your host, Michelle Kesil, and today I'm joined by someone I'm looking forward to chatting with, John Bonillas, who is a general contractor and real estate investor focusing on tax foreclosure auctions. So excited to have you here today, John.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Awesome. Yeah, I think our listeners are going to get something from how you're approaching investing through auctions. So let's dive in.
Yeah. So in Texas and in many states throughout the country, people have property taxes, obviously. And if you don't pay these property taxes, eventually the county will sue you for those taxes. And after they sue you, if you still don't come up with any money or any payment plan on these, they will then auction your property to the highest bidder. In Texas, this takes place the first Tuesday of every month. The first Tuesday of every month in Texas, there are your mortgage foreclosures and then your property tax foreclosures. I focus more on those property tax foreclosures where it's the county that is foreclosing on the property. I've done that in San Antonio, Corpus Christi, Houston, and I've gone out as far as Waco and Dallas and Fort Worth. It's the same process in Texas on how they're sold the first Tuesday of every month, redemption period, redemption rights, and a number of other things that I'm sure we'll dive into.
Awesome. And yeah, how did you get started in your investing journey? Is the auctions like your primary way that you got started?
Yeah, it was. I say first when I started thinking about real estate was probably like in 2016, 2017. I started going to like seminars, where you go to these free seminars and you go and you get a bunch of free info, but it's just breadcrumbs. And then from there, they're getting you to try to buy in to day two. And then they're trying to get you to buy into just more programs and more mentoring and more coaching. And you don't really get anything. So I did that for about 2 years, and I probably ended up spending, maybe like $6,000 to $8,000 in just different seminars, different strategies, different so-called gurus. And what I did take away from that was auctions. Auctions were always spoke of on the place to pick up properties at the lowest price. So then that's where I really started to do my own research into mortgage foreclosures and then property tax foreclosures, where I found that. And on that property tax foreclosure side is where, for me at least, being a general contractor, and having if you're going mortgage foreclosures, you definitely need to have more money. There's more competition on that side, a higher buy-in. But on the property tax foreclosure side, much lower buy-in. And if you're experienced in rehabbing properties, it's much better. So I was a GC. So for me, it seemed that that was the best way to get in. Lower price point to buy in. I knew a lot about rehab and could do a lot of the work myself, or find and have subs that I already work with to give me those lowest price points to rehab these properties cheap. And for me, that's where I just put everything full steam into the property tax foreclosures.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Awesome. And so, what are kind of like the ins and outs of the foreclosure world? Are there like any rules or regulations that you've had to learn in order to abide by this way of investing?
Yeah, so there's a ton of them. There's so many. There's so many that I did write, and I wrote a book on this. And I give it to people for free. It's an ebook. If anybody wants it, they can just look up Tax Deed Mentor on YouTube. Just look up Tax Deed Mentor. That's my YouTube channel. You can just send me a message, and I send a free ebook to folks. It's a 45-page read, super simple, but explains everything that there is to know about property tax foreclosures, because you can find great opportunity in there, but at the same time, you can make some terrible mistakes, which will cost you your life savings if you don't know what you're doing. You can buy something that you think is a house, and it's really just a vacant piece of property behind the house or something with the same addressing. So there is a lot to know about it. But if we're going to talk about the basics of it, the basics would be, first, you cannot owe any back taxes to the county yourself, right? If you owe any money in property taxes to the county, you can't go bid and try to win properties that are going foreclosed for property taxes. Number two, you just got to have valid form of identification, driver's license, ID, out of state ID. As long as it's valid, you're good to go. You don't need like a special real estate license. You don't need to take a special class. All you need to do is make sure that you don't owe taxes to the county. Make sure you got valid form of ID. And then depending on your specific county, there is a window to register, right? So for me in San Antonio, you have to register the day before the auction. You have to register by Monday. Tuesday, you can't go. If you're in Houston, Harris County, you can register to the day of the auction. Some auctions are online and they require you to register and then put reserve money in at least like 3 days prior to auction. It's usually like a 5% reserve you got to put in. And then besides that, knowing where to find the auction lists, all the auction lists are public. You can go to a website, lgbs.com, and you can navigate through that website, and it'll show you where the where the auction list is almost for every county in Texas. If you can't find it there, you can go to my YouTube channel, taxdeedmentor.com, and I pretty much have free video on there that shows everybody how to find the list, how to register, rules to bidding, those types of things. But it's pretty straightforward. It's just knowing how to find the lists, knowing how to do your research on those specific properties, knowing your market, right? Like, don't just go buy some random property because it's starting at $8,000. The property could be a complete tear down. It could be in a terrible market where homes aren't even selling for that much. So knowing your market and then knowing how to research these properties is very important.
Yeah, absolutely. And what would you say is the most like beneficial part of these foreclosure properties? Like, why would someone want to go to these
Uh,
auctions?
Sure, yeah. Prime example is the house I'm sitting in right now. We picked up this house at auction for $60,000. It was like 61,000. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. We converted it to a 4-2, and it had a swimming pool in the back also. It was already there. Took us some money to rehab the swimming pool, more than I wanted. But we bought it for 60. We were all in on the rehab, including the pool, at about 95. So that put us all in at about 155. And then we had some holding costs. We couldn't touch it for 6 months, right? So I had to board boarded up. I did have to get insurance on it, builder's risk insurance. And then, of course, I paid to keep the lights and the water on. So I had about $5,000 in holding costs there. So we were about 160 all in. Right now, the house appraises at about 230. All right, so we're up about 90 G's on the property. Right now, I operate it as an Airbnb. Property I'm sitting in now, it has an ARV of 230. Use it as an Airbnb now. And yeah, it's been doing really, really well as an Airbnb. Costs about an extra 15 to furnish it, but we're having some pretty good turnouts so far on it. Yeah, and not just besides houses, I'd spoke about previously, is you can buy vacant lots. You can buy vacant lots at a really low price point where you can then build on the lots if you want to. So if you're looking to pick up, cheaper pieces of land that already have utilities hooked up, going to tax foreclosure auctions is a great thing as well.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Cool. But yeah, so we Airbnb this property, as I said, but not just houses. You can pick up, lots very cheap, vacant land, vacant lots that already have utilities hooked up, and then you could build there. So at tax foreclosures, you can also find lots. You can also find commercial properties as well too that are there. Not very often, but sometimes you can.
Awesome. And so, what have been some obstacles or challenges that you've experienced as you've been on this investing journey?
Uh, Finding good help, right? Finding good crews and good subcontractors is vital. It is. That's like probably the most important thing if you're going to be an investor is, yeah, you can find the properties cheap, you can find great deals, but then you got to have great teams to be able to come in and complete the rehab and your vision as you see it. So you got to have, great drywall guys, great roofers, good siding guys, window installers, flooring installers, plumbers, electricians. All those key components and crews are extremely important. That's probably the biggest obstacle that you, I, or anybody's going to have, and that's me speaking from being a general contractor, right? Finding good help, and finding that good help within a certain price point, right, is extremely difficult to do. Yeah. So biggest obstacles that I think anybody's going to face in real estate when you're going to rehab properties. Is finding the right crews, finding a good GC if you got one, but all around just finding good drywall guys, good electricians, good plumbers, good siding installers, window installers, roofers, etc. All these different trades, and finding good reliable trades that are gonna fit it in your budget. Within your budget is probably the biggest challenge that anybody in real estate is going to face when you're buying real estate that you need to rehab. You don't always need to buy real estate that you need to rehab, but if you are, which most people are, that's it. Having a great GC, great crews, because you can have great deals that you find, but then if you can't follow through on that back end and rehab that thing within a budget, you're just going to lose money all day long.
Yeah, definitely that's important. And what do you feel are some of the main keys that have allowed your business to be able to continue to grow and run smoothly?
I guess the fact that real estate isn't I'm not a full-time real estate investor. I have a good I run a business, and that business pays me well. Investing in real estate, whether we're losing or winning, my business is always bringing me the money and the reserves in. And that's what I did. That's how I got into real estate is I have a general contracting business. I worked my tail off, and all the money that I was able to save, I then started investing in lots, and then from lots went into buying houses at auction. But having that, so if you're a 9 to 5, it doesn't matter if you're a business owner, or even if you're just a 9 to 5 person, having that good, stable, reliable income and knowing how to do that well, then it's kind of like your security blanket where you can say, okay, I either I can take a HELOC out on my property, or I saved up $60,000, or, I got some people that want to invest and we want to do this. But no matter what, even if this real estate venture fails, I still got money coming in over here and I'm safe. That does mean that you are going to work two jobs. That does mean you're going to be super stressed out. You're going to be up earlier and you're probably going to be working way later than usual, but you're going to still have a regular 9 to 5 or still run a business. But as long as you got good income coming in and you're good at making money, whether that be having your own business or just you just have a really good 9 to 5, I think that's important to have. And that's what's going to keep you safe in all this is having money coming in while you're over here on the side trying to do this real estate venture. And then um, if you can get to where real estate's your full-time income.
Yeah, absolutely. And what are you most focusing on solving or scaling to next for your business?
Great. Wow. So we have another property that we're looking to finish out right now. We're currently working on it. We bought it at auction last year. Same thing with that one. We're going to put that one as an Airbnb. It's next to a really big military base here. It has a swimming pool in it. We're going to finish that one off. It's a 4 bedroom, 3 bath, has an in-ground pool. We're going to finish that off, furnish it as an Airbnb. Hope to have that one up by May of this year. That's on the real estate side. And then from there, I have another property which we're going to Airbnb, hopefully have that one up and running by August. And that's it for real estate side is transitioning the three properties right now into Airbnbs. We have one commercial property that we bought at auction as well, where we are going to make it a small food truck park, and we're going to charge rent to put about 4 food trucks on there. So that's another project that we're working on right now. So for this year, I'm probably not going to be back at auction buying anything more this year. Just going to be finishing off the current projects that we have.
Awesome. And what advice would you give to a investor that's just looking to get started or is early in their journey?
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Yeah, so educate yourself. Educate yourself on, I guess, a specific strategy that you want to focus on, because there are all these different strategies of real estate, that you hear about. For me, I would stick to one that whether you're going to be a wholesaler and you just want to wholesale, cool. Just focus on wholesaling, educate yourself in wholesaling, get a wholesale mentor. If you want to go be a real estate agent, cool. Get your license, do that. If you want to be an investor, figure out where you're going to get your cash from, right? Whether it's going to be hard money, whether you're going to take a loan out on your homestead property, or whether you're going to save up your money and then take that risk, or whether you're going to form a group, and then you guys put your money together and then go risk it. But educate yourself fully on whatever strategy you're going to pick. Know the pros, know the cons, know the worst possible thing that could happen. Plan for that one, right? Like hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. Is always a good strategy, I think. It's not, and you're not really being scared. It's just calculated risk is what it is. Calculate your risk, know that they're there. Um, Educate yourself. And then don't wait too long, right? Like analysis paralysis. Like you can also think too much, learn too much, and overeducate yourself, and you just never take that leap. Like at a certain point, once you feel comfortable, and maybe you get yourself a mentor, that mentor can really hold your hand and walk yourself through it. Cool. Like take that leap and go take that risk and go see what's gonna happen. After your first project, you're gonna know whether real estate's for you or not. You're gonna know, man, okay, I learned a lot. It was super tough, but I can do it again. Or you're going to know, man, this is the toughest thing I've ever been a part of. I want to try something else, right? Like you're going to know, but educate yourself and then go take that leap of faith. But it's calculated risk, but it is still risk.
Yeah, definitely. I think that is some great advice. And so, what are you most looking forward to this year when it comes to any projects or how you see the market shifting?
Yeah. So I don't see the market turning around and being great in one year. I really don't. That's why for me, it's getting these three properties and getting them to cash flow as Airbnbs and then finishing the food truck project that I got working too. Because I don't see the market turning around because, for me, it was to sell these houses, not to really hold them for too long. But I don't think the market's going to recover next year. I don't even think it's going to recover into 27. So I want to hold these as Airbnbs, finish them off, get them cash flowing really well. I like Airbnbs because you can always get into your property. You can see it almost every week if you want to. And you just get to maintain the thing way better than having a long-term tenant where you come in after a year and you just, you got to redo a whole bunch of things. So I prefer the Airbnb game, and we'll hold them this way for a while. And then finish the food truck project. And then after that, we'll see what 2027 brings once we can finish these off in 2026.
Yeah, amazing. That is an exciting position to be in.
Yeah,
Awesome.
super
Well,
stressful too.
yeah, I can imagine it's a lot of work
Yeah,
that you have to
always.
balance. Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
before we wrap up here, if someone wants to reach out, connect, learn more about everything that you're up to, where can people
Mhm.
find you and connect with you?
Yeah, for sure. So you can find my channel over at YouTube at Tax Deed Mentor. If you do TikTok, you can same handle, Tax Deed Mentor. So TaxDeedMentor, Tax Deed Mentor. You can find that on YouTube or you can find it on TikTok. Bunch of free information on there. As I said, I also have an ebook that I wrote, and that ebook literally is free of charge. I don't charge anything. I don't want anything from it other than maybe you send me a picture of your first property one day, because it was so hard for me to find real mentors, real help, that I don't want to be that obstacle. I don't want people to face those obstacles. I just want them to be able to do it, go buy properties, and then go, try to break free from the rat race. There are many properties in Texas, so I don't care about creating more competition. I'm not going to go buy them all. There's thousands that go to auction every single year. So that ebook, if you're interested in it, you can message me. You can just send a text message, that ebook, to 210-767 CASA. That's 210-767-CASA. And that's it. That's how you can reach me.
Perfect. Well, appreciate your time and your story. Thank you for being here.
For sure. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Of course. For those tuning into the show, if you got value, make sure you've subscribed. We have more conversations with operators like John who are building real businesses. We'll see you on our next episode.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.